Hello, today I'm going to guide you through a dynamic yoga flow for splits. So when you're ready, if you join me, we'll start standing. Making your way to the top of the mat, you want the big toes touching, heels slightly apart, finding your Tadasana, just rolling the shoulder blades back, palms facing forwards, growing nice and tall through the crown of the head, soles of the feet sinking into the ground. You can take a moment just closing the eyes. Finding length through the spine, engaging through the abdominals, through the legs. Finding your center. Take a moment to notice the breath. Take a quick scan of the body. Letting go of expectations, letting go of the ego. Surrendering to the breath, let it guide you through this flow. And slowly, when you're ready, just blinking the eyes back open, and we'll begin with Namaskar A. Inhale, arms will sweep high over the head. Exhale, hinge forwards from the hips, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right leg back, followed by the left, arrive in a high plank. As you exhale, shift forwards in the toes, knees, chin and chest, bend through the elbows. Inhale, find an upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, pelvis reaches high, downward facing dog. Landing here for 5 breaths. If you need to bend through one knee, just pedal through the legs, releasing through the crown of the head. 4, you can arrive in stillness. Checking feet to hip distance apart. 3. Pressing through the fingertips. 4. And 5, inhale, rise to the toes, bend the knees, stepping the right leg to the top, followed by the left, find a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, find your Uttanasana. Inhale, arms sweep all the way high. And exhale, Tadasana. 2 more times, inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, long fold from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, uncurl the spine. Exhale, maybe this time you take a little hop to the back and land in Chaturanga, elbows into rib cage. Inhale, upward facing, release the shoulders. And exhale, tuck the toes, stepping into your downward facing dog, holding for 5. Ground through the center, 4. Strong through the legs, 3. 2, gazing to the belly button. And 1, inhale, rise to the toes, bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat, arrive in halfway lift. Exhale, find your fold. Inhale, arms sweep all the way high. And exhale, Tadasana. Last round, inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, long fold from the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend through the knees, find your Vinyasa, Chaturanga down, elbows into rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, holding for 5. 4, beginning to center through the breath. 3, feel the little bit of heat generated through the body. 2. And 1, inhale, sweeping the right leg high, keep the hips square, holding in a 3-legged dog for 5. Keeping the back foot flexed, 4. Super active through the back leg, try not to let the hip open to the side, 3. 2. And 1, inhale, bend the right leg, step the right foot in between the palms, arriving into a high crescent lunge. Inhale, both arms sweep high. As you exhale, taking a hinge forwards at the hips, holding in an incline crescent lunge for 5. Find that long diagonal, 4. 3, sending energy through the fingertips. 2. And 1, inhale, lengthen through the spine, stacking head on top of the pelvis. As you exhale, the left foot will come parallel. Find your warrior 2, sinking down through the right leg for 5. 4, really spinning out of the hips, rotating them outwards to the back of the mat. 3, strong through the core. 2, and 1, inhale, lengthen the right leg. As you exhale, take the left hand behind the spine. Inhale, find a revolved triangle, holding for 5. Really open up through the shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, keep leaning to the back. And 1, inhale, extending long through the spine, release the arms. As you exhale, little bend through the right leg. The left arm will sweep down. You're squaring the hips to the front, stepping the left foot in halfway. Inhale. Exhale, find a fold forwards, landing in a flat back, keeping the hips square. Inhale, arms will open to a T to the side. As you exhale, press and round through the spine. Arms can release down. Find a rounded spine. And then inhale, extend long through the spine, flat back. Exhale, round, belly draws into the back of the spine. And inhale, lengthen long. 3 more times, exhale, big round. Inhale, extend through the crown of the head. 2, exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Last one, like a standing cat-cow. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, lengthen. Last one, inhale, the arms will sweep and circle all the way back to standing. And then when you're ready, exhale, release long over the front leg. Take blocks beside the foot if you need them, and find your pyramid. Shift a little bit of weight into the front leg. Release the crown of the head, holding for 5. 4, release the spine. Shift the left hip bone forwards. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms will sweep all the way high. Use the core, come to standing. As you exhale, bend through the right leg. Hands will now frame. As you exhale, bend through the right knee. Hands will frame out the front foot. Little step of the left foot down to the ground. Find your low lunge, untuck the toes. Inhale, arms sweep high. As you exhale, sink into the left hip. Hanumanasana, open through the elbows, holding for 5. Keep finding that extension through the spine. 4, 3, 2, keep sinking into the hips. And 1, inhale, arms sweep high. As you exhale, hands come back down to the ground or to the blocks. Tuck the left toes. You're shifting the pelvis back to find a halfway split. Exhale. Inhale, bend the right knee, come forwards, find your lunge. Exhale, shift the pelvis back. 3 more times. Inhale, shifting forwards. Exhale, keeping it dynamic, sinking breath to the movement. 2, inhale, bend the front leg. Exhale, feel the hamstring on the pelvis, shifting back. And last one, inhale, shifting forwards. And exhale, shifting back. This time, holding here, bring the fingertips a little bit closer in line with the front knee. As you exhale, you're going to lift the right heel just off the ground. And then inhale, bring the heel down. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, slowly down. Blocks underneath the hands will help you have a little bit more space. 3 more times. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2, exhale, even if it just lifts a tiny bit. Inhale, lower down. Last one, exhale, lift and hold for 3, 2, And 1, good, heel comes down, bend through the front knee, hands will shift to the top of the mat, lift the back knee off the ground, slowly shifting forwards into a standing split, floating left toes high, holding here for 5. Instead of thinking about height of the back leg, still warming up through the body, we're going to find a balance. Slowly you want to focus on maybe lifting one hand to catch the right ankle, and then maybe lifting the other. Holding in your balance for 4 more breaths. Amazing, keep breathing. 3, find a drishti with the eyes, focal point. 2, maybe one fingertip lifts, maybe the whole hand lifts. Find your body for yourself. And 1, amazing. Slowly bring the hands back to the ground. Bend through the right leg, the left toes meet the ground. And then inhale, step the right leg back, find a high plank. Exhale, bend through the elbows, chaturanga, elbows into rib cage, gaze front. Inhale, find an upward facing dog. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. When you're ready, we go left side. Inhale, the left leg this time sweeps high. Keep the toes pointing down towards the ground. Really square through the left hip for 5. Not focusing on height, keeping it active. 4. Release the neck. 3. 2. And 1, inhale, bend the left knee, step the left foot in between the palms, planting down through the right toes, lifting up, high crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, find an incline over the front leg, belly's hovering just off the front thigh, and all the weight is forwards into the back toes for 5. Long fingertips. 4. 3. 2, and 1. Inhale, rising tall with the spine. As you exhale, opening up warrior 2, the right foot turns parallel, left toes point to the front, pelvis sinks down, gazing over the left middle finger for 5. Keep holding. 4, find the breath, strong front leg. 3, 2, sink a little deeper. And 1, inhale, extend the left knee. Take the right hand behind the pelvis, behind the waist. Inhale, the left arm sweeps to the back of the mat, holding in a revolved triangle for 5. Really focus on opening through the shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, coming back to standing, release the arms. As you inhale, bend the front leg, sweeping the right arm down, square the hips to the front, the right foot steps in halfway to the center of the mat. Exhale, take a flat spine, coming down halfway, and then inhale, open the arms to the side. As you exhale, we have our spinal mobility. Draw the belly button into the back of the spine, find a curve, and then inhale, release the pelvis, extend through the crown of the head. 4 more times. Exhale, really articulate through the spine, arms can lower. And then inhale, lengthen through the spine. 3, exhale, really round, find that curve. Inhale, lengthen left leg, super active, supporting the body. 2, exhale, also release the neck on the way in. Inhale, gaze forwards, long spine. Last one, exhale, find your deep curve. Inhale, extend, flat spine. Inhale, sweep the arms down, circle them over the head to standing. And then exhale, make sure the hips are squared, lower all the way down into pyramid. Hands can release next to the foot, or they can come onto blocks. Let the neck release down. Shift a bit of weight into the left foot to square the hips, holding for 5. Big exhale, release. 4, 3, 2, And 1. Inhale, extending long through the arms all the way to standing. As you exhale, a little bend through the left leg. The hands come all the way to frame out the front foot. And then a little step wider with the back toes. Bring the right knee down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale, both arms sweep high. And exhale, sink into the hips. Open through the heart space. Cactus elbows, holding for 5. Feel an opening through the right psoas. 4. Shoulder blades draw together. 3, focus on the breath, letting you release through your pose. 2. And 1, inhale, extending the arms high. Exhale, hands come down to frame out the front foot. You're tucking the toes, take an inhalation. Exhale, find a flex through the left foot, pelvis reaches back to the back heel. Inhale, keep it dynamic, shifting the weight forwards, lunge. Exhale, pelvis extends to the back. Nice, 3 more times. Inhale, pelvis shifts forwards. Exhale, release the pelvis back. 2, inhale, try and move a little bit deeper each time. Exhale, extending back. And last one, inhale, shifting forwards. And exhale, shifting back. Nice, holding in your halfway split. Bring the fingertips a little bit further back towards the body. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, contract through the abdominals, lift the left heel off the ground. Inhale, heel comes down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Good, 3 more times. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 2, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, keep breathing. Last one, exhale, lift and hold for 3. Really contract, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Heel comes all the way down. Shift the pelvis forwards, bend through the left knee. Fingertips reach to the top of the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off the ground. Find a focal point, and then slowly walk that back foot all the way in until you can float it up to find your standing split. Again, we're not looking for height. We're keeping the hips really squared, a little bit more active. Slowly taking maybe one fingertip to touch the ankle. You can bring it down and then maybe play with the other fingertip. Maybe both fingertips find the ankle. Holding for 5. Focus on balance. 4. Bringing heat into the hamstring to help us warm up. 3. Beautiful. Keep holding. Find that focal point. 2. Focus on the ankle stability. And 1, really nice. Slowly release the fingertips back down to the ground. Bending through the left knee, the right toes will find the ground into a lunge. Inhale, the left leg steps back, high plank. Exhale, gaze forwards, elbows into rib cage, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing, release the shoulder blades. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Holding for 5. Really recenter through the breath. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise to the toes. Bend the knees. We're going to jump the feet to the center of the palms, arriving in a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, find a fold. Inhale, we're going to find a halfway lift and just heel toe the feet hip distance apart. Taking the hands behind the spine, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, shoulder blades will draw together. And then exhale, release, find a fold. Remember, you can take a bend in the knees as well. Trying to have the heels of the palms touching for 5. Release the neck down. 4, contracting through the Uddiyana Bandha, pull it up to the back of the spine. 3, keep breathing. 2, shifting weight forwards into the toes. And 1, nice. Inhale, slowly release the fingertips from that clasp. Hands will come back to the center. Index fingers will wrap around big toes. Inhale, find a halfway lift. This time a little bit more passive. Exhale, use the body to pull the body closer towards itself. Releasing for 5, gazing to the nose. Shift weight forwards into toes. 4. Every exhale, bend a little bit deeper. 3, send the breath to the hamstrings. 2, and 1. Inhale, find a halfway lift, gaze long. As you exhale, release the fingertips. You're going to heel toe the feet a little bit wider this time. Toes point to the outside of the mat. Heels release inwards and lower the pelvis down into Malasana. Once you arrive, bring the palms to Anjali Mudra, to the heart center, and just grow tall through the spine, holding here for 3. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. Nice. Slowly bringing palms down to the center of the mat. As you exhale, you're lifting the hips high. Find a stretch through the inner thighs. And then inhale, release the pelvis down, long spine. 2 more times. Exhale, find a long fold. Extend the legs. Inhale, slowly coming down. And last one. Exhale. Extend. Inhale. Release. The next time you extend the legs, stay forwards in the fold. Keep the right palm in the center of the feet, and then inhale, extend the left arm high, find a twist for 5. Open through the shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come back to the center with the left hand. Exchange the left fingertips to the ground, and then inhale, rotate, right shoulder blade opens to the sky for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, come back to the center. Keep both hands in the center of the mat and just heel toe the feet back to hip distance. Taking the index fingers to interlace around the big toes. This time we're going to play a little bit with active balance. Shift all the weight into the right foot and slowly try to lift the left leg to the side. Holding for 5. Nice, keep breathing. 4, find the balance. 3, wobbles are okay. 2, and 1. Nice. Slowly the left foot finds the ground. Take an exhalation, find a release through the spine, and then inhale, uncurl the head, find your focal point, shift the weight into the left leg, and try and float right toes off the ground for 5. Nice. Keep the hips stacking forwards. 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, beautiful, keep holding. And 1, slowly, slowly, the right foot finds the ground. Nice. Release the neck down. Take a tiny bend through the knees. Release the hands from the toes and just grab onto elbows. Little shift of the pelvis side to side. Find a release. When you're ready, keep a hold of the elbows. Bend the knees. Find a roll all the way through the spine to come up to standing. And then once you arrive, release the arms. Find a circle through the arms and just find a tiny extension through the spine. Open through the heart space. And then circle the arms down. Bring the palms to the heart center. Bring the big toes to touch and just draw the feet a little bit closer together. Thumbs come to the space of the third eye. Take a tiny scan of the body for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend the arms long. Exhale, release the palms, Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms to the ground, find Utkatasana, chair pose, thighs squeezing together. Exhale, find Uttanasana, really deep fold, release the neck. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, bend through the knees, jump or step back, Chaturanga, bend the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps high, 3-legged dog. As you exhale this time, the right leg bends to the left elbow. You're holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right leg will come forwards. Rotate onto the inside of the left foot. The right leg extends to the front. holding for 5, really active through the core. 4, right hand is in the ground, left fingertips high. 3, keep breathing, lift the leg high. 2, and 1, nice. The pelvis comes all the way down to the ground. You're going to rotate to the corner of the mat. Legs will be slightly separated. Taking a hold of the index fingers to the big toes. Inhale, extend long through the spine. Exhale, release the elbows outwards, find a fold. Release the head, holding for 5. Imagine the chin and chest are trying to reach the ground. 4, 3, elbows extending to the side. 2, and 1. Inhale, long through the spine. As you exhale, just the right hand is going to find the ground. You're going to lift the pelvis high, press into the heels of the feet, find your fallen star. Slowly bringing the right leg to stack behind the left foot. Arrive in a side plank. So the left foot can be slightly forwards. The left leg can be stacked on top of the right. Slowly, you're going to find the left leg into a tree pose. Bring it up as high as you can on that right thigh without the use of the hand. Once you can't go any further, you can reach down, shift that foot higher up on the leg, and hold for 3. Nice, keep breathing. 2, and 1. When you're ready, transition, taking index fingers to interlace around the big toes. You can also use a strap. Slowly extend the left leg high, holding here. Carefully, you're going to round the hips to the front of the mat. The left heel will find the ground. Both hands come down, and you're sliding into your splits. So using blocks if you need to, we're releasing the hips down, focusing on squaring the hips to the front. 2 blocks can be under the hands. Wherever you are, you're going to hold. If you're in your split, focus on the hips coming forwards. Option to release the hands high. Option to also find a fold. Wherever you are, we're holding for 10. So really focus on releasing the pelvis, releasing the hamstrings, and keep breathing. You can close the eyes, focus on your breath. Wherever you are, this is where I said, don't let the ego get ahead of you. Surrender to the ego. Maybe you're always in your splits, and today your body's just not quite opening. That's completely fine. Hold where you are in this present moment in time. 5 more breaths. If you're comfortable, you can play around with your arm placement. Focus on more active position. 4. Nice, keep breathing. 3. If you're in blocks, slowly trying to release a little bit deeper every time. 2, and 1. Really nice. Slowly coming out of it. Use the blocks, use your hands, just carefully. We're going to shift the pelvis all the way to the left side. Bring the right leg to the front of the mat. Arrive in a seat. Both feet extended long. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, find a long fold, release the spine. Hands can come to grab around the outer edges of the foot. We're finding a nice forward fold just for 5. Releasing through the spine wherever you are. 4, you can have a slight bend in the knees if you need to. 3, think of a long lower spine. Belly to thighs. 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly unroll through the spine. When you're ready, you're going to cross the legs, shift the pelvis over the knees, untuck the knees, come into a tabletop position. Inhale, we're just going to find a nice arch through the spine. Exhale, press and round, look to the belly button. Inhale, find a neutral spine. Exhale, tuck the toes, pelvis reaches high, downward facing dog. We arrive on the other side. Slowly, when you're ready, inhale this time, left leg sweeps high, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the left knee, tap it across to the right elbow. Slowly transfer the weight all the way to the left hand, Roll to the inside edge of the right foot. Right arm extends, left foot is off the ground for 5. Really active. 4, keep holding. 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1, amazing. The pelvis comes down, right arm circles, and you uncurl the body to face the back of the mat. You're facing the back corner of the mat. Inhale, arms will come high. Exhale, interlace index fingers around the big toes. Maybe you're a little bit wider on this side. Exhale, elbows will bend outwards. Release the pelvis forwards. We're holding for 5. Keeping it active, think belly to the ground. 4, long lower spine. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, unroll through the spine. When you're ready, exhale. Your left hand this time will find the ground. You're planting through both heels of the feet to help you lift the pelvis off the ground, fallen star, right arm high. As you exhale, bring the inside edge of the right foot to the ground. You're sweeping the left leg behind the right foot. Catch the ankle, maybe keep the right foot in front or bring it to stack on top of the left leg, high side plank. Slowly coming into your tree, right foot is actively tracing its way as high up on the left inner thigh as you can. Once you can't go any higher, take a hold of the ankle, bring that foot a little bit closer. Holding for 3, nice, breathe. 2, and 1. Maybe you stay in tree, maybe you take index fingers around the big toes or a strap. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale with control. Slowly bring the focus to the top of the mat. Right heel finds the ground. Both hands release, and maybe you slide into your splits. If you're not quite there, bring the back knee down. Slowly work your way through. If you're in splits, release the pelvis. Wherever you are in the mat, you're holding here for 10 breaths. If you have blocks, you're slowly holding into the blocks, just releasing as far as you can control. If you're down, you can extend the arms over the head, take it into a more active pose, but you really want to think of this left hip coming forwards. The right hip is drawing back into the hip bones. Holding for 7. Every exhale, you're slowly releasing the pelvis down. 6. Holding wherever you are. Close the eyes if you need to. 5. Draw the focus all the way inwards to the breath. Try and keep this right foot flexed. 4. Keep breathing. 3. 2. And 1, amazing. Inhale, wherever you are, slowly press your way out of the splits by bringing your pelvis towards the right side. The left leg will swing all the way around to the front. Bring the pelvis into the center of the mat. Inhale, both arms will sweep high. Exhale, long fold. Find a nice deep fold this time. Take a hold of the feet if you're there. Release the spine, release the neck for 5. Keep breathing. 4, flex the toes. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, unroll through the spine. As you exhale, hands come to the pelvis. We're shifting the pelvis all the way to the top of the mat. Release the arms. Exhale, find a roll down through the spine with control. Once you arrive here, you're just going to bring the right knee into the chest. Extend the left leg long. Slowly, when you're ready, you're going to take the right index fingers or a strap and place them around the right big toe. The left hand will come on top of the left thigh. As you exhale, you want to lift the head and shoulders off the ground. We're holding super active through the core for 5. Keep breathing. 4. Any of my Ashtangis will be happy. 3. Keep breathing. 2. And 1, exhale, release the head, release the spine. Slowly, when you're ready, you're going to release the clasp of that leg, hug the knee into the chest, and then extend the right arm to the side. Inhale through the nose, exhale out of the nose, release the right knee to the left side. Hold in a twist for 5. Take the gaze over to the right fingertips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, come back to the center. Carefully, you're exchanging the legs. Release the right leg long. Curl the left knee into the chest. Take a little squeeze of the leg. When you're ready, take a hold of the left big toe. However you need to strap, you can also hold onto the ankle. Maybe you're holding onto the toe. Right hand finds the right thigh. Take an inhalation. As you exhale, curl the head and shoulders off the ground. You're pulling the knee towards the nose for 5. Keep reaching high. 4, 3, keep breathing, super active stretch. 2, and 1. Exhale, release all the way down, really nice. Carefully release the hold of that toe. Take the left knee into the chest with the right hand. Left arm extends to the side. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that left knee over to the right side. Find a twist. Take the gaze over to the left fingertips, holding for 5. Release through the lower spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come all the way back to the center with control. As you exhale, take any last little twists or folds you need to do. Maybe hug both the knees into the chest one last time. And then slowly in your own time, we're finding our way to Shavasana, releasing the legs to the outer corners of the mat. Palms rest next to the pelvis. Inhale through the nose, and you can exhale out of the mouth. Find a relaxation through the body. Feel the weight of the body sinking into the ground. And just take your time holding in stillness, bringing awareness back into the body. Feeling the openness through the backs of the legs as they touch the ground. Let the heart space sink into the mat. Thank yourself for your practice. Thank yourself for letting go of any expectation. Thank yourself for being completely present in the body, in this moment in time. And just take however long you need in your Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste. Thank you.